this video, I actually want to talk about trauma bonding with someone else. I have a few examples of what it means to trauma bond. When you trauma bond with another individual, usually that individual has trauma also, and you two bond through your trauma. Now, what ends up happening is negative forms of attachment with this person, which means you associate them with the trauma and you have these feelings and dependence on the trauma that they have been through, and you connect it to your own trauma, and you basically bond through that trauma with this person. And sometimes it can be hard to break trauma bonds. It could take months, it could take years. However long it may be for you to, understand the type of relationship that you guys have and why that relationship has continued. Personally, what happened in my life was I was going through domestic violence, and I ended up trauma bonding with a friend who was also going through domestic violence. And, that could be fine and dandy. You guys can become survivors together and, go on about your merry day. But what was happening was it was a repeated cycle of the abuse and trauma, and them not wanting to get out of their depression, and also me staying stuck in my depression. Now, what happened with that was our depressions were basically feeding each other. We would send each other memes on social media, about funny things about depression and anxiety. I don't know how depression can be funny, but we found a way to laugh about it. Also, it was a thing where, if I was, not moving forward or doing something, negative actions in my life or negative thoughts in my life, they would actually in turn tell me that, it's okay. So what ends up happening is when you end up moving forward from your trauma and that person does not move forward from their trauma, you guys basically have nothing left in a relationship to relate to or to talk about. So that can cause negative effects in the relationship, or a relationship that is no more at all. Sometimes when you elevate and others want to stay stuck and you can't pull them out of that, situation, that stuck situation, that could be difficult to understand. So I've had a few friendships like that. When I was in my dark spaces of depression, anxiety, feeling worthless, I attracted those types of people also. And it wasn't until I got unstuck and out of that situation that I realized, wow, I have a lot of negative people around me. And it's not like I just dismissed them as friends completely. What I tried to do was, show them, what I was doing in my life that was positive. And what ended up happening actually was, I had one friend, I started sending out positive messages to different loved ones in my life. And, these would be like 2 paragraphs long and just like really motivational, inspirational, and just trying to, put a smile on their face. And what I got from one friend was, why did you send me this? And I was like, oh, I just, wanted to tell you what I was going to do in my day. And I wanted to, make you smile and, spread some joy. And she was like, do I look like I need joy in my life? And red flag, you guys. Red flag. Everybody could use a little bit of joy in their life. Everybody can use a pick-me-up. Even if you are already happy, to continue on that journey of happiness, you need some extra happiness on you, okay? I know I like to surround myself around like-minded people who are moving forward and continuously growing in their life. If you're still stuck in the same space and place as you were in that mental, negativity, or even stuck at a job that you're always complaining about, 2 years later from when I talked to you, that's a red flag for me, because I'm continuously flourishing. In order for me to continue to flourish, I need to surround myself around others who are continuing to flourish, around positive affirmations, people who say, wow, you're doing great in life right now. Maybe you're not where you're supposed to be, but I see you taking those steps to get to where you need to be, and you're doing amazing. So as long as you're taking those steps, as long as you're, going forward on your journey, don't get stuck in a cycle of negativity. Make sure you surround yourself around those voices of positive influence around your life. And if you don't have a voice like that in your life, watch these videos. I got you. Some people need to hear that they are doing a good job, whatever they're doing. You know, if you see that person working hard towards a goal, make sure you tell them that you're proud of their progress. You know, if they haven't made any progress, but they're still actively working towards it, make sure you tell them that you see their hard work of what they're doing. Even if someone is stuck in a situation that they don't know how to get out of, if they are seeking answers, and if they have that mindset of, I want to be out of this situation, make sure you tell them that they are on the right track to do what they need to be doing. And maybe if you help them, you know, take that next step. If you can't, you know, just keep cheering them on their journey, because it makes a difference, you guys. I can't stress that enough, okay? As a mental health advocate, and the clients that I meet, like, I see how much of a difference it makes. You know, it could be a very hard situation that me as a case manager, I can't, you know, pull them out of. But my words of affirmation of just saying, you know, hey, I'm thinking about you today. Hey, I'm praying for you today. Hey, I saw, you know, what you posted on social media that was so inspiring. Or, hey, I know you did this on this day, and I just wanted to tell you that that was, you know, super great. These things add up. The positive affirmations add up. And when somebody has a good voice in their life, you know what they tend to do? Do you guys tend to block out good voices? Maybe if you're, you know, in the mode of negative, miserable. But if you are a joyful person, if you want to grow, don't you guys listen very intently to the words of positive affirmations and positive speech? So people tend to take very, very well to that. Continue on your journey of just being a positive influence in someone else's life as well as your life, okay? And make sure you surround yourself around people that are speaking life into your situation and speaking life into you, period. Because all of that matters, okay? There is life and death in the tongue. The tongue is the smallest muscle, but it holds the power to have life and death over someone. If you're a parent to a child, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're a young child or if you're an adult child, you know, having that parent tell you that they are proud of you, that is going to warm your heart. Having your partner tell you that they are proud of you, that warms your heart. Having your pastor tell you that they are proud of you, that warms your heart. You know, having a stranger tell you, thank you so much for helping me with my order today. You're a fantastic server, not just, you know, a great person in a restaurant, but you're a great overall person, I can tell. You know, wouldn't you think that person serving your food, wouldn't that warm their heart to hear those words? So just think about these things in everyday life, you guys. Spread some positivity, you know, be a voice of reason in someone's life. And if you can't be a voice of reason in someone's life, you know, it's okay to distance yourself from them. It's okay to check in on them once in a while to see, you know, how they're doing, how they're progressing, you know, throw some positivity their direction. But don't have them as a negative energy in your own life if it's affecting your personal journey, you guys. So you guys, look at your success, process, and stay blessed.